Welcome back to our YouTube channel. If you are new here, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest content. Hydra is a powerful tool, often considered a behemoth in the world of password cracking. It's like a battering ram, but instead of wood and metal, it uses passwords. Imagine a relentless force, persistently hammering away at the defenses of a digital fortress. It works by trying different password combinations against a target system until it finds the right one. This method, known as brute forcing, involves systematically checking all possible passwords until the correct one is discovered. It's what we call a brute force attack. Simple, straightforward, and surprisingly effective. Despite its simplicity, the sheer computational power behind Hydra makes it a formidable adversary for any security system. Think of it like trying to guess the combination to a lock. You could try every possible combination until you find the one that works. You could sit there all day, spinning the dial randomly, hoping to get lucky, but that would take forever and be incredibly frustrating. Or you could use Hydra. This tool automates the process, making it exponentially faster and more efficient. It's like having a machine that spins the dial for you, thousands of times per second, until it clicks open. Hydra is incredibly versatile, capable of handling a vast array of password cracking tasks. It can attack a whole bunch of different services, web applications, email accounts, even remote access protocols. This versatility makes it a go-to tool for both penetration testers and malicious hackers. It's like a Swiss Army knife for password cracking, and that's why it's so popular among both good guys and bad guys. Whether you're a cybersecurity professional testing the strength of your defenses or a hacker looking to exploit vulnerabilities, Hydra is an indispensable tool in your arsenal. Kali Linux is like a high-tech toolbox for cybersecurity professionals. It's packed with tools for testing security, and guess what? Hydra is one of the stars of the show. Think of Kali Linux as a workshop. Hydra is one of the power tools hanging on the wall. You wouldn't use a hammer to tighten a screw, would you? Similarly, you'd use Hydra when you need to test password strength or simulate a brute force attack. The beauty of Kali Linux is that it provides a safe and controlled environment to work with tools like Hydra. You can practice your skills, experiment with different techniques, and learn the ins and outs of ethical hacking without putting any real systems at risk. Now, I'm not going to turn you into a hacker overnight. Hacking is a complex skill that takes years to master, involving a deep understanding of computer systems, networks, and security protocols. But don't worry, we're going to start with the basics. But let's walk through a basic Hydra attack so you can see how it works. Hydra is a powerful tool used for brute force attacks, which means it tries many different passwords until it finds the right one. This is just one of many techniques used in the world of cybersecurity. Don't worry, we'll be playing in a controlled environment. This means that everything we do is safe and legal, designed for educational purposes only. It's important to understand that hacking real systems without permission is illegal and unethical. No real systems will be harmed in the making of this demonstration. We're using a simulated environment to show you how these attacks work without causing any damage. First, you need a target. In a real-world scenario, this would be a system or network that you have permission to test. For our demonstration, we'll use a simulated target. Let's say we have a simple web application with a login form. This is a common target for brute force attacks because many people use weak passwords. We fire up Hydra and tell it a few things: the IP address of our target, the service we're attacking, in this case HTTP, and a list of potential passwords. Hydra is very flexible and can be used against many different types of services. The IP address of our target, which is like the address of a house on the internet. This tells Hydra exactly where to direct its efforts. The service we're attacking, in this case HTTP, which is the protocol used by web servers to communicate with browsers. This is a common target because many web applications use HTTP and a list of potential passwords. This list can be created manually or downloaded from the internet. It's important to note that using strong, unique passwords can help protect against these types of attacks. Hydra gets to work, trying each password from the list, one after another. This process can take a long time, depending on the complexity of the passwords and the speed of the computer running Hydra. It's like a relentless robot, tirelessly testing each combination until it finds the right one. This is why it's called a brute force attack. It relies on sheer persistence and computing power. If the target system has a weak password, Hydra will crack it wide open. This is why it's so important to use strong, unique passwords and to implement other security measures like two-factor authentication. Section 5. real-world ramifications, Hydra in the wrong hands. Now imagine Hydra in the hands of someone with less than noble intentions. They could use it to break into online accounts, steal sensitive information, or even take control of entire systems. Remember that data breach you heard about on the news? Or that time your favorite online store got hacked? Hydra could have been the culprit. It's a powerful tool, and in the wrong hands, it can do some serious damage. That's why it's so important to understand how Hydra works. The more we know about the tools and techniques that hackers use, the better we can protect ourselves. Section 6. Witnessing Hydra's might. A practical demonstration. Let's set up a safe scenario. Imagine a padlock with a 3-digit code. We know the code is somewhere between 000 and 999. Using Hydra is like having a little helper that rapidly tries every single combination until it finds the right one. While we won't be demonstrating on a real system, you can visualize how quickly Hydra can work through these combinations. It's like watching a high-speed montage of someone trying different keys until they find the one that unlocks the door. This demonstration highlights the importance of strong, complex passwords. A simple 3-digit code can be cracked in seconds. Imagine how vulnerable a weak password would be in a real-world scenario. Section 7. The importance of a strong defense, fortifying your passwords. So how do we protect ourselves from this digital behemoth? Simple, strong passwords. Think of your password as the first line of defense, a sturdy wall protecting your valuable data. A strong password is like a good joke. You don't want anyone to get it but you. It should be long, complex, and unique. Don't use easily guessable information like birthdays or pet names. And for goodness sake, don't use the same password for multiple accounts. Remember, a weak password is like an open invitation for hackers. A strong password, on the other hand, is like a fortress, making it much harder for Hydra and its cronies to break through. Section 8. Safeguarding your digital kingdom. Essential tips. Here are a few more tips to keep your digital castle secure. Enable two-factor authentication. It's like having a guard dog at the door. Even if someone gets past the first lock, they'll need an extra code to get in. Be wary of phishing attacks. Don't give away your password to anyone, no matter how official they may seem. Keep your software updated. Updates often include security patches that fix vulnerabilities. So don't ignore those pesky update reminders. Remember, cybersecurity is a team effort. By following these tips and staying informed, we can all do our part to create a safer digital world. Section 9. Key takeaways, lessons learned from the front lines. So, what have we learned today? Hydra is a powerful tool, but it's not invincible. By understanding how it works and following some simple security practices, we can protect ourselves from brute force attacks. Remember, a strong password is your best defense. Keep it long, complex, and unique. Enable two-factor authentication whenever possible. And stay informed about the latest cybersecurity threats. The digital world can be a wild place, but with the right knowledge and tools, we can navigate it safely and securely. Stay vigilant, stay informed, and stay safe out there.